Yo, what's up? Casey's Raw, Jerry McCarty. Yeah, the real one. Four-time Stanley Cup champion. Standing here with my boy AJ and just saying, well, I'm just checking out your stuff. I mean, I have been a fan. You can check that out. But, wow. Bloodline storyline. What the hell is going on there? Mythology. Hopefully, Cody. Hopefully. But wouldn't it be cooler if it happened here at Ford Field for SummerSlam? That's all I got to say, boys. Anyways, getting ready for some slapstick comedy. Keep doing what you're doing. Big fan. D-Mac. AJ. No. Man, I have a lot of words right here. Yes. A lot of words. There it was. D-Mac. All right.
Welcome, guys, to Wednesday night Nitro. I believe we're episode 18 or 19. I had to double check. Look at me, I'm unprofessional right now. AJ will probably be along shortly. Yeah, it's episode X8. That's what I thought it was. We say hi to Mikkel in the chat, and we got Big T. We got a few things, and we got Costanza, the dark side of Casey, and that's hilarious. I can't wait for AJ to show up because talk about speak of the devil. Welcome.
What's going on, bud?
Hey, it's like you were waiting in the wings somehow.
Oh, dude, I was actually. To be honest with you, I actually was on here before you started the show, and then I had to take off for a second.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You won't. See, what sucks, it won't let me expand on here, but that's okay. But
dude, I like this background, just like how you have it right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Better without the faces.
Yeah, without the faces. I mean,
I like this background, just like how.
My bad. How unprofessional. So, I don't know who's he talking about. I assume he's talking about you, AJ.
What?
About going to get Bud Light.
Oh, I don't drink Bud Light.
Well, I don't know where Costanza's getting.
I don't know either. I don't drink Bud Light.
Says me. I don't drink Bud Light. What the fuck?
I drink Corona or Jägermeister. I don't drink Bud Light. Bud Light's for women.
But I got an idea.
I do too. But go ahead.
Well, we have a few things before your whole spiel.
Oh yeah, the Battle of the Mongoloids. Yes, it's gonna be fun and interesting. I suggest everybody to stay tuned all night because we will have the Battle of the Mongoloids, Casey versus Mikkel, and this will be the first crowning of the smartest Mongoloid. And yours truly will be the referee and giving the questions to the combatant to Casey and fucking Mikkel. And we will see who is crowned the smartest Mongoloid.
Of them all?
Of them all, that's right.
So, I wish Tex was here because the thing I want to talk about was just announced yesterday.
What's that?
Through Variety. I put this as a solo story by myself, but it was from Variety that announced that really it's been recorded and we're getting Dark Side of the Ring season 4.
Oh, I heard about that. I watched your video yesterday on it.
Yeah, when I heard about it, it's like no one did anything about it. So I was like, dude, we need to talk about this.
Did Vice confirm this?
Yeah, it's on their website. On their channel right now. They had a trailer.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So they have 4 videos out of 10 they announced, and I know number 5 is a spoiler that with the thumbnail, I'll tell you number 5 is going to be Adrian Adonis.
Who?
He was an old WWF guy, NWA guy, back in the day.
Oh, okay.
No, Tex says, is this contest sanctioned by the Special Olympics?
No, but it's gonna be pretty interesting, especially with Mikkel versus Casey. We want to see who's the biggest Mongoloid mark there is.
So, the first one they announced for Dark Side of the Ring is they're gonna have Chris Candido and
Chris Candido.
Yeah, Chris Candido and Sonny Story.
I'm gonna teach you how to speak English properly, just like Dave did. It's Candido. Chris Candido. Candido.
Candido. I thought I said it right.
No, you're fine, little buddy. No, go ahead.
That's going to be an interesting thing. I mean, their history by themselves warrants this Dark Side of the Ring. But then you have his death caused by an injury from TNA.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was in NWA TNA. That's right.
Yeah. And he did a match, and I guess he broke his leg, and he shouldn't took the airplane ride because that formed a blood clot that killed him. And one of the fucked up things TNA did, I don't know it's fucked up, but they showed his last match he did that they recorded on Impact. So I don't know if that's fucked up to you or not.
No, I don't really see it as fucked up because, to be honest with you, I was never a Chris Candido fan, and because he was ECW Mark, he was an ECW guy. I didn't watch ECW, so I mean, I really couldn't tell you.
Look, we got Mikkel here now. What's up, Mikkel? And this is why I want to text on there because. Oh, sorry, Mikkel. What's up?
No, that's later on, Mikkel. That's later on.
He's all ready for the competition.
Wait. For the competition or for you guys to battle it out? Because, I mean, are you guys going to talk shit in the weigh-in and all that? Because are you guys going to do like a promo on one another?
I'm going to beat your so bad. You're
going
to sleep.
Is that even English?
This is amazing. Go ahead, Casey. You got something to say to Mikkel?
But I wish Tex was here because I knew he hated Dark Side of the Ring because he says it's just a hit piece. I knew that's why I wanted him. I wished he was here. Maybe next time.
Well, Friday, we should talk about that.
Well, I mean, we can get his opinion because this just released yesterday.
Could you tell me a little bit about Chris Candido? Because I know he wrestled for ECW. That's all I know about him.
He wrestled in the WWF as well. He was with Bruce Pritchard's brother as the Body Donnas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how we got Sunny, because she was part of the Body Donnas. Oh, Tex says he'll take a lunch, and in about an hour he'll call in.
Okay.
So, but really the only things like you said, like his run in ECW and TNA and
I totally forgot about the NWA TNA, like him being in it. Like,
I remember because he was the manager for the Naturals. Oh, Big T brought up a good point. He said Chris and Sonny met in Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
that's right.
Yeah.
But gosh, so just right there is a good story right there. But then you got in the history with the relationship. That's a big one. I mean, this could be honestly a two-parter because they could talk about the relationship, then all the downfall, with his death, and then, well, the downfall of Sonny,
But was it really his death that destroyed her life? I mean, let's be honest. She destroyed her own life with alcohol and drugs and all the fucking dumb shit she did.
Yeah, I mean, she loved Chris, but
did she really love him? I mean, come on. She was sleeping around with so many different guys behind behind his back. Like, you wouldn't believe it. Like Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Supposedly Bret Hart, which I don't believe that's true. I think that's not even real.
I think it's possible because, I mean, shoot, if you tell me none of these wrestlers sleep around.
Well, she was a ring rat.
I'm like, yeah, that or with the women. I mean, when you're on the road and you don't get to see your spouse or your girlfriend or whoever, it's kind of
exactly
hard.
Big T. She played Chris like a fiddle. Exactly.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. So I think this is honestly could be a two-parter episode because there's so much stuff they could talk about that like you said, how Shawn Michaels was with her at one point. I'm not I'm not going to take her fucking word for it, but she said at one point that Shawn Michaels asked her to marry him. So, I mean, I think I'd rather take Shawn Michaels' word over hers, but
I don't know.
Not saying she couldn't be telling the truth, but that's a big episode that I can't wait. And they got the Magnum TA.
The car crash, yeah.
Yeah, the car crash where everyone suspect him to be a future NWA world champion until that.
Well, yeah, dude, he was red hot back in the 80s, literally before his car accident. He literally was. I mean, even Tony Schiavone said that, Magnum TA, I mean, depends on which way. I mean, I know it's a ripoff of Tom Selleck, he was pretty much, but like, I mean, Magnum TA, I personally didn't get to see him wrestle because it was before my time.
Mm.
But from what I've seen from like the old NWA, because I'm a big NWA WCW guy, and he was really good on the mic. He was a good wrestler.
Oh, Big T brought this up. You can't trust Sunny. She farts when she comes. I have the proof.
Oh my god. You mean she queefs?
No, in the porno.
Yeah, she queefs.
No, well, yeah, I mean, she does queefs, but she farted in the porno.
Do you even know what a queef is, Casey?
Yes, I know what a queef is.
What's a queef?
It's a pussy fart.
Wow, give him a round of applause, folks.
I'm not completely dumb.
Well, we'll find out today. We'll find out.
Even Big T said that was not a fart. I mean, that was a fart, but yeah, I mean, I was in the same boat. I was not there to watch Magnum TA. I mean, you brought up the whole thing or Magnum PI. I was like, see, the thing is, and it still happens today where
see, I'm shocked you weren't, Casey, because you were born in like 1979, 1980, right?
82.
Yeah, Magnum TA was still wrestling by that time.
Yeah, I didn't get into wrestling until the Attitude Era.
Oh, so you were like the rest of the sheep in the herd that, they heard wrestling was hot, so we'll just hop onto this. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
So you weren't born into wrestling. You were just
no.
like the rest of the sheep.
Hold on. Some of those sheep has left the watching wrestling years ago. I'm still there, just
Right.
hanging by
No, I
a
know,
thread.
but you know how what I mean is like the fucking people that will sit there like, oh yeah, wrestling was so hot, but now like they like if they didn't watch like the early years of like the WWF or the early years of WCW, and they just only jumped in when it was like red hot, and then when it fizzled out, they just left. That's what I'm talking about. What's up,
No.
bud?
AJ, I
What's up?
saw a block in a 1986.
1987? Is
I
that what
think
he
so.
said?
1986.
Oh, 1986.
It
Oh, okay.
was,
I started
yeah.
watching wrestling in 89. I was like 6 months old. I'll admit that.
For me, I mean, I was pretty much, it was frowned upon if you watch wrestling. It was, and when you had both Raw and Nitro, literally the two channels side by side, it was literally the same like that. So it was kind of hard to avoid it to the point where I finally just watched a little bit, and then yes, I did hear about it was getting red hot, and it grew my interest.
Right, no, I'm
You're
glad you're not like
bad.
those tweeners, like I said, that they were watching it. They jumped on when it was red hot, and then once everything was said and done, it fizzled out. They just went, "Oh well, I'm just gonna fucking move on wrestling." You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that because I mean,
No, but I'm saying like the kids that would say like before the Attitude Era, or before the war started, they're like, "Oh,
yeah,
wrestling's gay. It's fake. Fucking, I would never watch that shit." But then like 2 years later, you have the Attitude Era and Stone Cold
Yeah.
Steve Austin and all them,
yeah,
and those same fucking people are like, "Oh yeah, I love wrestling. I've been watching." No, it's like, no, you haven't, motherfucker. Quit lying. That's what
yeah,
I mean.
exactly.
It's like you were
But
making fun of me while I was loving wrestling, and you're shitting on me, and now you're like, "Oh, I love wrestling." Fuck out of here. That's how I see it.
thing is, I don't think it'd be years from now where it's red hot again.
Oh, it'll never be as hot as it
It
once was.
won't. It
Never.
won't. No.
But like you said though, I mean, I never got to watch Magnum TA fight, so that's one I'm kind of interested to watch. I like when there's stuff that I really don't know going into. Like there was one episode um last season. It was Johnny Kanon. I never heard of this guy in my
Yeah.
life.
I still don't
Yeah.
know who that is. I didn't watch much Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh,
I
you
did.
need to watch them. They're great. But
Dude, I never
Yeah.
have time.
They're
well, I
good.
mean, a lot of them are on Hulu.
He
Hmm.
Hulu.
But gosh, trying to think. So but yeah, learning about John and Canine was quite interesting. It was crazy episode. So
Okay.
but then after
Who
that
is he though?
they also announced Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh, okay.
And I can see it's going to be quite interesting. I mean, it's going to be very bloody, very gory. I still think, as one of the guys who, I feel like the guy he shouldn't have been in the WWE Hall of Fame. He was never in WWE. Plus,
Yeah, he was in WCW.
yeah, he was in
ECW, I believe, right?
WCW. Yeah, but he also, was doing some really bullshit things. Like he'll wrestle and bleed when he has hepatitis, And then I think I hate to bring this up. I think Hannibal got hepatitis from Abdullah.
Well, that's what you get for fucking wrestling a 400 or 500-pound dude with hepatitis that likes to bleed.
Yeah. I'm gonna say hi to Wicked, and we got a Nani in the chat.
What's going on, Anani? What's going on, Wicked? What's going on, Casey Frog? What's going on, Big T Tex? Who else we got in the chat?
Sorry.
What's going on, Costanza? I was just shouting out the chat.
Hey, we got a special guest. Welcome, Tex.
What's going on, Tex?
What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm in the middle of taking a lunch while filling out order form paperwork and talking to you mongoloids. So what's that?
Well, those two. Don't get me involved with that. I have to be the referee for tonight.
Hey, I'm tired and working, so everybody's a mongoloid right now.
So how you been, man?
Busy as a $2 hooker, I bet
you. Damn, that's fucking cheap.
I'm telling you what.
I'll tell you what.
So, I was glad you're here, and I know you're not a big fan of Dark Side of the Ring. You always said it's a hit piece, and I agree. They are a hit piece.
No, it's okay. I'll tell you what this is. It is okay. The Vice Network is a leftist network out of Canada that does nothing but does this woke nonsense with the Antifa and the what. It just all they're looking to do is brainwash and cancel people, and they treat this. They take wrestling stories that have been told a million times from shoot interviews to podcasts, and they dramatize them and make it as if it's the worst thing in the world that ever happened, and this is the first time anybody's ever said it. It's nonsense. I mean, number one, I'm not going to support that network. I'm not going to give them my viewership. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I don't watch CNN for the same reason. You know what I mean?
Well, I find them quite interesting. I mean, because, like I said, there was
of course you do. I mean, you can't argue with the presentation of the show. You know, they do the recreations and they have people playing the wrestlers and doing the whole thing and whatever. I mean, it looks great. I mean, the production of the show is awesome. And I mean, as many wrestlers as they get on there, how can you? Of course, it's going to draw the eye of a wrestling fan. But when you look into who's making it and everything else, I'm just not going to be a part of it. I mean, look at all that nonsense with Ric Flair. He cornered the poor woman and blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, then like 6 months later, she went to prison for robbing somebody. So really, was she really that affected? I mean, I'm sorry, but when you try to come for Ric Flair, I'm going to take your head off. That's the rules. That's how I operate.
Right, and people got affected by that too, Tex.
Right.
Fucking
I mean, look at
and Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what did Tommy Dreamer do that was bad besides give his opinion on that?
Exactly that. That's all he did. Get opinion.
So he came on. I mean, I don't know Tommy Dreamer's politics, and I really don't care because I'm not an ECW guy. But for just simply giving an opinion. They made this woman out to be this patron saint. She's never done anything wrong. And she's just not a good person. So for them to defend that, which the left tends to do quite often, that's my problem with it. They treat this stuff, now some episodes like the Chris Benoit, that was handled differently. That wasn't so much as a hit piece as others are.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
More often than not, their leftist politics seeps in through their bullshit, and I just don't put up with it.
Well, I mean, I like how the Chris Benoit one, and then honestly, there's so many of them I really liked. I was kind of shocked when Martha Hart actually signed up to do this because you never
fuck her too. I mean,
money, that's all it is.
when you look into how she treated the Hart family after Owen died, how she basically kept the kids separated, wouldn't associate. She's a piece of shit too. She ain't no good person either. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't really judge her because I'm not there to.
Well, none of us were there. We just have to go by what we hear. And I've heard enough credible people that I believe say the truth. Well, say their interpretation of the truth about what happened, that it fits and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's kind of almost when we were talking about the Vicky thing, and I really wanted to show that clip, that statement you brought up. I got that loaded.
Oh yeah, it's just it's Vicky Guerrero and the husband coming back to social media. I mean, none of this should have ever been on social media, but
oh no,
it's a this is the world that we live in. Everybody runs to the public square to air out their grievances. If it's this scream. Even if something bad did happen, this screams of "Look at me, and I'm going to take advantage of this."
Right. And well, here's the statement from her. It looks like it could have been typed up by a lawyer too, because it says attorney.
It probably was. I'm sure legal representation has already entered the chat, as they say. 2, 4, 6. Oh, shit.
But
sorry,
so,
like I said, working
fine.
while I'm on here. You'll have to.
No, that's okay. So
you'll have to forgive my occasional. I'm horrible at counting, and if I don't do it out loud, I get it wrong. So,
hey, I'm the same way, dude. Same here.
Maybe I'm retarded. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. So.
But it's sad when a family, their dirty laundry gets aired out on social media. Like
right.
That stuff should always
social media is garbage. I would be perfectly happy if it all went away now. It's not going to hurt my feelings.
Well, that would include YouTube, because YouTube is technically a part of social media.
There's always casualties in every war, right? I mean,
right.
I like YouTube, and I get a lot of my entertainment from there, especially being on the road as much as I am. But you know what? Sacrifices must be made. So,
I can agree with that.
There's a ton of bad stuff about social media, but I mean, the good thing is, like, when I was living, like, I would say the other side of the country, but states away from all my family and friends. I mean, minus.
Oh, of course. No, I get those benefits. I mean, keeping up with Uncle Jimmy and wherever. I get that. And there's good benefits to it as well, but weigh it out, positives and negatives. Which side's going to weigh more? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's. Yeah. I mean, do we really need to know everything about everybody? I sometimes wonder that. It's. No. I mean, a friend of mine, he won't even go out on a date with a chick until he's looked her up on this and see what she likes, so he can try to be more akin to her, likes, dislikes, whatever. And I'm like, dude, you're taking all the fun out of it. It's why? Why would you do that? You know what I mean?
I mean, that's like Christmas. You don't want to spoil the present. You know what I mean?
Right. If you know what your Christmas present is, the angst and the buildup is not there when you tear that paper open. It's just
especially the present sucks.
Right. I mean, do we need to see? I think some of the worst offenders are the tweet before they eat people. They have to show their meal every single time. Now, I get it.
Yeah, I don't
if it's like
that.
If you're grilling something and like, oh, hey, check out my new grill. That's a different thing. But if you're showing me a plate of a hamburger and fries, I don't need to see that. Just eat your dadgum meal and go away.
So if let's say I go to McDonald's and I'll shove my nuggets and fries and my drink.
I'm blocking you. If you tag me in that, Casey, I'm blocking you. I'm telling you right.
Casey's gonna do it just to see what Tex does.
Do it and see what happens. See,
Dude.
run down there at McDonald's and get you 5 for $5 or whatever, and you'll get.
It's like, look how beautiful these 20-piece chicken nuggets look, and especially with these greasy salted fries too, right beside them.
Right. I'm gonna call you a fatty, and I'm gonna block you. That's what I'm gonna do. So,
Oh shoot! Uh-oh.
What's
I
Wow.
might have a problem.
is
You might have to take
Montezuma's
over.
revenge kicking in, Casey?
I don't know if I want to say this, but AJ, you might have to take over for right now.
All right, bud.
I gotta go check something.
Oh, Casey's got to go take a
Yeah.
shit. I think he shit his pants. We're gonna call Casey Captain Shit Pants from now
That
on.
sound that means
He
there's
shit
at least
himself.
there's at least a 50% chance that something came out when he said
Casey, don't you know you're supposed to never trust a fart, especially at your age?
Oh
Casey,
He
Yeah.
did.
Casey,
Shh, shh, shh.
damn it!
Campbell did lost.
This is podcast gold. When the night Casey shit his pants.
Well, I think by default, Mikkel wins the Mongoloid contest. I mean, unless Mikkel also craps his pants, I think you award him that. I mean, I'm not the judge, but if I were, I'd go ahead and give him his crown.
Oh, Mikkel just got the fucking extra point. So tonight, when these questions get answered,
Right.
Mikkel's got 1 point up on Casey because he didn't shit his pants. Unless Mikkel shits his pants.
Assuming Mikkel doesn't have an accident, Mikkel has the advantage going into war games. He gets the late entry. You know what I mean?
Wow, yeah, this is so. How's your day been, Tex? Besides being the way, whatever.
I'm ready to start robbing banks because I'm tired of being the working man. So who's with me?
Oh, dude, I hear you, dude. Fucking.
So
my
we're
line
gonna
of
go.
work
We're
sucks,
gonna go
too.
rob the rich, but we're not gonna give it to the other poor. We're just gonna keep it because we're poor.
Well, fuck it. Let's go rob Jerry. What? Who's the fucking the owner of the Dallas Cowgirls?
Oh, Jerry Jones.
Yeah, let's go rob his ass.
Well, see, Jerry Jones is kind of a hard target. I've seen his security in person, and that he's not easily gotten to. So I'm thinking we need to find rich old ladies that have more money than sense, and we rob them because that would probably be easier. So, you know what I mean?
Well, there you go. Here's an idea for you. Go fucking marry some old fucking 65, 7-year-old bitch, right?
Oh, I'm down for that.
I mean, to be honest with you, she would think you're her age with the fucking facial hair color.
Right?
She'd probably think you're the same age.
With the gray and the I mean, I could. Hey, I'm down. I mean, if she just, she's got if the money's right, it is what it is. It's all good.
Right?
I'm not
No.
a
You get any new horror stuff in lately?
Well, nothing really new. News-wise, they did you ever see X or Pearl movies that came out this past year?
No, I just seen Terrifier 1 and 2, actually. Those are fucked up movies.
Oh, I
Both of
love
them back to back. He is fucking nuts.
Terrifier 1, the upside down handsaw kill.
Oh my god, the vagina cut. Oh my god,
Yeah.
from fucking vagina. Oh my god.
That's my favorite kill, at least of the last 10 years.
Dude, think about it this way. Every horror movie character from the 80s and 90s ain't shit compared to Art the Clown. And that's including fucking Pinhead.
That's what. Okay, well, see, I got on Art the Clown pretty early because that character started in a short film.
Yeah,
called
All
The Ninth
Halloweens. Oh, I thought it was All Hallows.
He started out in the Ninth Gate.
Really?
And then it was All Hallows Eve, and
right.
it went on from there. And I found out about him initially at All Hallows Eve. That a friend of mine had showed me that film, and I was like, "Holy crap! This art guy. That's because when you're watching like some some underground kind of film, there's a lot of clowns and whatever. But Art stood out. He was different, but you wanted more of him. And then I went back and I found out, oh well, here's his origin. And so I've been with this character a while. And when Terrifier 1 came out, that's Terrifier 1 is arguably in my top 10 films that I've ever seen, horror-wise. I absolutely adore that movie.
Especially because it's a grindhouse.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's the practical effects. Damien Leone, figuratively and literally kills it with the way he does Art the Clown.
No, go ahead.
Well, it's a one of my favorite things about the Art the Clown and the Terrifier. It's not a major studio property. It's an independent film.
Yeah, the first one was made for $100,000. The Terrifier 2 was made for $250,000.
And when they released Terrifier 2 in theaters this past Halloween, it was initially only supposed to be for one weekend, but it was so popular that it got like 2 weeks, almost nationwide at the theater. And it was huge. No.
And what I did pick up so far this week is I got the Friday the 13th box set with all the movies. I got the Hellraiser trilogy box set. I got the Halloween box set. And then I got Halloween 666, the producer's cut. So now I have all my...
Halloween 6 is... The only good thing about that movie is the hospital scene with Michael. When Michael is going through the hospital, he is just ravaging people. He is on another level in that scene. And I hate how the movie ends. I hate the whole deal with Paul Rudd playing Tommy Doyle. That always felt weird. I hated that was Donald Pleasant's last movie. He died before they even finished it.
Right.
It's not a great movie. It's honestly forgettable. If I had a gun held to my head, the only Halloweens that I ever need to ever see again would be Halloween 4, Halloween Kills, and the Rob Zombie 1 and 2. The rest of them, I could take or leave.
Those.
I know
those Halloween box set that comes with Rob Zombie's 1 and 2 uncut and produced or director's cut.
Okay, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
You need to see the uncut versions, especially of 1, because it's a lot more hardcore.
It comes with both.
Yeah.
I think I paid total for all 3 box sets was like $300 some. Like 300.
That's honestly not bad because when those things new came out, I think they were like $150.
Well, they're all brand new, sealed.
Well, I mean, like when they initial release drop from Scream Factory.
Oh yeah.
The Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, the uncut, where that movie really shines is in the early scenes. Because, like, when Michael is in the pumpkin mask, which is my favorite Michael mask, you get more of him. Like, okay, when you initially watch the theatrical cut of Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, you don't see how basically the entire staff of Smith Grove is murdered. You get to see it in this version. And you get to see the rape scene that leads to Michael being let out of his cell, where the 2 guards are raping the 1 girl.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh, dude, it's hardcore. It's Rob Zombie style. He doesn't hold back. That's why Rob Zombie's my dude. But
no, that's understandable. That's just that scene is fucked up.
You know what I love?
Shut up,
it's
Captain
not for the
Shitpants.
it's not for the uninitiated.
Weak of heart.
It's no. I mean the rape. I mean it's not like a long drug out rape scene, but it hits. I mean
It's a
like,
couple.
oof.
Isn't it like, I believe, isn't it like a minute or two long or something like that?
It's a couple. It maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. It's not long, but I mean I've watched the uncut Rob Zombie Halloween with people who have never seen it before, and mainly women are really affected by it because obviously it's a rape scene. I mean,
Right.
it is. But that's when you watch that scene. That's one of those scenes. That's that. That's the. I call it a measuring stick scene of what kind of horror do you like and how much can you handle. And that's the thing about Rob Zombie. He pushes it past 12 and breaks the knob off and doesn't give a crap about your feelings. And I respect that.
I got a question for you, Tex. Do you think fucking
Yep.
Casey should see Terrifier 1 and 2? And how do you think he would react?
I think Casey would hate it. Well, he would hate parts of it, but then he would love the naked parts.
See, my favorite part is the fucking Clown Cafe song. I love that chick. Dude, she's fucking
I have
sexy.
I have Clown Cafe as one of my ringtones on my phone.
That's a good song. Plus the fucking
I downloaded
she's sexy,
I
man.
downloaded it off YouTube and I found I have a MP3 editor or whatever, and I edited the Clown Cafe song to like a 30-second version, so it's a cool ringtone. But Terrifier 2, see, here's the thing with Terrifier 2. They had Terrifier 1 was so good, but the mass audience didn't see it. So they didn't know how high the measuring stick was that they were going to have to get over. So that the kill of that one girl in her bedroom, where he literally is just slicing at her, pouring bleach and salt in her open wounds, and she's still alive.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like, oh my God! Like, because I mean, see, here's the thing: Terrifier 1, that when that girl is in her underwear getting cut in half, how do you up besides actually killing somebody on film?
My only problem is they didn't show it on fucking cam, like him actually cutting her through.
Well, I mean, a lot of that came down to money. I've listened to interviews with Damien Leone, and even though Terrifier 1 never got a theatrical release, you can only go so far without being basically blackballed. And he didn't have the money to do that all in camera. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
mean, the dude had what, $100,000 or whatever it was. So a little bit different of a of a situation. Whereas if on like Terrifier 2 with the bleach and salt kill, he had more money to work with, and it's just so brutal. Like because you think she's dead, and then the mom walks in the room, and you see her like she's still alive, and she's like, "Kill me" or whatever she said.
Oh yeah,
like,
dude, that
legit,
fucking is crazy. Like in general, like Art the Clown, he's not like Jason, Freddy, Michael, Pinhead, or anybody like that.
Well, he's
like,
a combination. He's a
no,
mix
he's
of
way
Jason
worse.
and Freddy is what he is.
He's way worse if you think about it. Because think about it this way: he literally is stabbing and killing the fuck out of these people, right? Or sometimes leaving them fucking alive, and their fucking loved ones are literally walking in and seeing them fucking die, and then they get fucking killed right then and thereafter. And then
the mom gets the gun blast to the face, and then he's eating mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the fucking the Clown Cafe, when they do that whole song and shit, and then he gets the fucking Tommy gun and starts spraying the fuck out of everybody.
Oh yeah.
Dude, like, jeez. Sorry, spoilers for everybody that hasn't seen it, but
well, see, here's the thing. Lauren Lavera, she plays the main final girl in Terrifier 2. She's the chick that wearing the angel wings and all that.
Yeah.
I was in love with this chick. Oh my God, you are just gorgeous. Like,
I'm in love with the girl with the Clown Cafe singer.
After the movie came out, after Terrifier 2 came out, Lauren Lavera, she started. I mean, her star just blew up. Right. Well, some fans online it was on Twitter because I mean I was following all this stuff. I was part of these conversations. Some just regular horror fans. They were talking about, yeah, you know, I like the film, but you would think for a grindhouse film, why was there no nudity? And it wasn't like, oh, I hate this film because there wasn't boobs. Well, Lauren Lavera, I didn't realize how much of an SJW she actually was, because she got on this whole feminist tirade about, just because there wasn't nipples, you didn't like it, blah, 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 and turned it into a whole thing. I'm like, shut up. You're a chick in a horror movie. What do you expect is going to happen here? You know, I mean, horror has nudity. That's part of it. Slasher media, boobs are to be expected. Look at Friday the 13th. I mean, they're all over the place.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't not see it.
For her to get on her high horse and to make this, and literally all she was doing this for was clout, because literally all of the little soy boys were, oh, you're right, you know, this is the agenda, blah, blah, blah. It was literally to just look at me attention. That's all it was. But
yeah, it was the simps fucking cucking out to this guy.
It was a bunch of guys trying to cuck out, thinking that this girl who's in one movie is going to love them over the internet because they agreed with her. When if you had asked every one of those guys away from this, do you want boobs in this? Every one of these fat neckbeards would have said, hell yeah. You know?
Right.
But it is what it is. So.
Apparently, someone came out in the chat, when you say boobs, came out of the woodworks. We got Frank in the chat.
That's because Frank is a real man, and he appreciates the classiness of a horror film when a hot chick with a nice set of knockers comes out flashing them things, you know, because that's, you know, the more good boobs you have in a film, the better the film is. Y'all didn't know this?
Right.
Well, I mean,
how's it going, Frank?
Well,
wait till I get to make my horror movies. If you think there was sex in Friday the 13th films, buddy, you just hold your horses. Yeah,
but Casey, that's the real question.
I'm gonna make Rob Zombie look like a dadgum church choir boy when I make my movies. So,
do you want to see Terrifier 1? Because I can send you the link and you can watch it.
No.
You should. It's good.
Oh God.
Come on, mister. I want to fucking be a movie reviewer. That's the dude. You know how many views you probably get with that?
I did one movie review. I mean, I'm
fucking
planning.
Bambi.
Yeah.
Casey, I would actually like to do horror movie reviews with you. That would entertain me. I got to be honest here.
That's what I'm saying. Us three do a fucking horror review. Fucking dude, I have me and Tex have so many movies that we could fucking get you to review with us.
I mean, I would love. Okay, here's my pitch, Casey, and I actually want to bring Frank in on this as a possibility. And I don't have a clever name for it, but kind of put some horror standards, some shocking, some non-shocking, and be like first-time horror reviewer. And like, you know, Frank and I will probably, and even AJ, I think would be cool with this. Like I said, I don't have the whole structure worked out, but I've got the idea.
So
go ahead.
I was gonna say, what you guys gonna recommend me horror movies and I get my opinion or something of it?
Yes. Well, like I said, you know, we all watch a film, but we really focus on your take of the first time viewer, and we throw the most shocking, disturbing, messed up shit we can possibly throw at you.
Oh, I have some.
Oh, I do too. I've got a list of some of my favorites that I think Casey would probably never talk to me again if I showed them to him.
I don't know if he would talk to me again after this shit.
I think I can handle it. It's not like, oh my God, like
you might with Terrifier.
Oh, Frank's got a good Killer Clowns from Outer Space, an 80s classic. I adore that film. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space is, out of all the 80s B movies, that's for sure a top 10. There's no way that it's not.
I mean, can we agree with this though, Tex? that we should.
And
If we're
Frank,
gonna
I
get
did
Casey
see that
on,
I did see that they cast Mia Goth in Blade, and that is so cool because I loved her in X. I didn't really like Pearl, but I loved her. X was like a cousin of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I am so happy for her. I can't wait for Blade. Wait, what were you saying, AJ?
can we at least agree that we should, if we're gonna train Casey to watch horror movies, we should start with Chucky because that's like the lightly scariest, and then work him all the way.
Just give it to me.
I've never been a fan.
Why? So you
the only
fucking
Chucky that I really liked
can't sleep
was
ever again?
Bride of. The only Chucky that I really liked was Bride of Chucky. The rest of them I could really give a crap about, to be honest with you.
I like the first 3 and then Bride. The rest of them are shit.
Well, the first Chucky's legendary. 2 is 3 is better than 2. I like it. I like the whole aspect of it being at a military school. That was okay. Bride of Chucky, I had the most fun with because I got to go see it with my dad in the theater when it first came out. So I always had.
Well, I seen it with my cousin. That was a pretty good movie.
But
back in '98.
Besides I don't care. And now they've turned Chucky into some gay icon. It's weird. I don't like it.
But wouldn't that be right up Casey's alley?
Well, see, Casey, I kind of think this idea. See, this is not an idea that it's got to. I mean, you're not a hardcore horror fan, so we don't need to burn this idea out. What would you say about like an October special, maybe on your channel? I don't know how it all works out, but like a Halloween special for the month of October. Casey's first time viewing, and we throw. Could you watch 4 horror movies, like 1 per week?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean,
oh my god, this is gonna be great.
See, something like that could be fun. I mean, and like I said, I don't want to overload it, just whatever, but. I'd say like maybe Frank picks one, AJ, and then I pick one, and then maybe
you already
one,
know what I'm picking. And
then we throw out a bunch of random names, and Casey gets to choose, not knowing what these movies are. Something like that could be fun.
I already have mine.
And obviously, some of the ones like I've seen, like Pet Cemetery,
that's child's play.
Pet Cemetery is. The first one is a iconic film, but if I'm only getting one pick, I'm throwing something at you that's probably going to make you cry. I got to be honest with you.
Same here. I'm gonna have something that he's not going to be able to sleep for weeks.
Oh, come on! I'm not a kid.
No. You are a man child.
Well, I am
real quick.
Child,
in the comments, Big T, what was I going to say about Maxine? I'm looking forward to Maxine. I'm a big fan of Mia Goth. I didn't get to see the newest film that she was in where she's a blonde. Big T, I'm sure you've seen the gif where she's like, in a shootout, like with this maniacal Harley Quinn look on her face. I don't know what that movie is. I haven't got to see it yet. But I'm a big fan of Mia Goth. X was a tremendous film. Pearl was good. It just wasn't for me. But Maxine is it's gonna take place in the 80s in like the underground pornography world in Los Angeles. They've even cast Giancarlo. What's his face? The guy from Breaking Bad and Mandalorian. Giancarlo Esposito or whatever the crap his name is. But they've got a bunch of big names attached to this film. I'm looking forward to Maxine. And that's Maxine with triple X because, she's a porn star or whatever. But I'm looking forward to it. Infinity Pool. Maybe it might be Infinity Pool. I'm not sure. Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito. Yeah, thank you, Frank. But, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, he's Giancarlo Esposito's been cast as like this kind of like schmarmy kind of porn director in the 80s. So I'm really curious to see how he approaches this because this dude can act with the best of them. So I'm curious to see how he goes with it. But yeah, Casey, would that be something you might want to do for your channel for like a Halloween celebration for October?
It sounds like fun. I mean, why not?
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
we've got 4 weekends in October. If AJ, Frank, and myself all picked a movie for you to watch, And I mean, I'll watch them all too, and I'm sure AJ will. I mean,
Oh hell yeah!
Frank,
But that's
I don't
only
know
three
Frank's
though.
schedule, but
But that's
well,
three
no.
on
See, that's the thing. We all three pick one, and then we all throw a bunch of names on a list and let Casey pick one, and let him choose that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he probably get the weakest one.
Well, that's why we pad that list with the most disgusting foul films we could possibly think of. So no matter what he chooses, he's not going to sleep that night. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I think it'd be cool.
Oh yeah, dude, I think it would be awesome.
I mean, it would be new content for Casey. It would be him. I mean, and this is a way for Casey to practice his movie reviewing skills, which he's so good at. I mean, hopefully one day I can be as good as Casey and talk about movies as he is. You know what I mean?
It was the first one I did with Creed 3. I didn't think it was too bad.
I know. I just like to bust your balls. It's just what I do. It's all. So I don't know. Like I said.
I do. Hold on. Can I bring my homeless friend with me and watch these?
No, your homeless friend is not allowed.
No.
These are movies that you're going to have to watch alone at home by yourself. You can't have mommy there.
Casey, I need to ask you a question about your homeless friend. Does he carry around a box by chance? I'm just curious.
What kind of box?
A Rubik's Cube by chance?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, then he's not the real homeless guy. Okay, never mind, Casey.
He's not the real homeless guy. Oh, Constanza's like, homeless friend, are we?
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna be. Like I said, I like this idea. Like I said, I mean, Casey's not a big movie reviewer. It's not his deal. He's a video game guy. So we don't need to overload the gimmick. And if we make it special for October, crap, I just messed up this paperwork.
Well, I don't. So the next one I'm wanting to do is the Super Mario movie. I was planning to watch it this. You know, I should watch it.
Well, that's something that's something you and Rose should do together.
Actually, technically, that's what we were going to do this past Sunday, but. One, okay. I didn't go watch it. Two,
I mean, I've seen the movie. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I mean,
now, is this going to be a dinner date for you two, for you and Rose? I'm just curious.
Well,
wait, you
I'm not going to be alone. Let's just say that. I'm not going to.
Well, Casey, how do you feel? And I also thought about this other day too. How many horror games do you own?
Oh, I'm sure I have a few. I mean,
well, do you have enough to add the month of October with them?
I can probably scrounge up a few. One of the biggest ones is Five Nights at Freddy in VR, and I tried that once and I got scared as fuck.
He's gonna shit himself.
Wait, you got scared at a video game of Five Nights at Freddy's?
Oh, when you're wearing a headset.
Oh, I can't wait.
He's fucked. He's fucked.
I cannot wait.
Fucked.
You just put chum in the water for blood hungry sharks is what you
Oh, hell yeah. This is gonna be fun.
I'm just saying, like, I've seen the video game before, and but when you're wearing the headset and it's right there, and you know you're about to get the jump scare, and it freaked me out. So it's actually on my channel right now. I think it's like, but I think I should definitely try to go back and conquer that fear in VR.
Well,
I could do that without VR. Be fine.
Well, like I said, obviously
movie the chicken shit.
It's not your, that's not your strongest deal. That's cool. But I think a lot of people, and it might get over big if first time viewing in big letters in the title, and then we get a first time viewer look at some classics of the horror genre. I think would be really
I
cool.
like that. Yeah.
Casey, in your life, how many horror movies have you actually watched?
I don't know. I mean, not a lot.
I already know what my pick is, and
same here.
The pick that I'm gonna make. It's hard for me to watch this movie.
Oh, I watch my movie a lot, so.
Oh no! I'm gonna break. I have one rule in horror. There's one movie that I refuse to ever watch again. But considering this, I'm gonna watch it one more time.
What about Human Centipede?
No,
Casey watches Human
it's
Centipede.
worse. Human Centipede is bad, but this movie, holy crap! And I'm not gonna say what it is. All
you
I
can DM me and tell me.
Oh, I will. Casey may not be friends with me after I make you watch it.
And just remember, Casey, all these movies, you can either watch them on streaming apps like fucking YouTube. They're like dirt cheap for like $3 a rental.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so literally, like.
Even if he doesn't want to pay for it, I have sources, as I've stated.
What, so he gets a virus more than he does watching porn on his laptop?
Fixing to say, you really think his devices can get any more damage than what they've already encountered? Like whatever. Either way, I think this would be a lot of fun. So,
this is going to be interesting.
Leg right now, as it is, it's like I'm shocked it's running StreamYard. Okay, much less.
Well, the movie that I'm probably going to pick, I don't even think it's streaming anywhere. It's so vile. Like I know it's not on any streaming service, but I'll figure it out. I'm considering a few options, but he is. He's screwed. I mean, he's in Jaws' mouth right now. And he's about.
I guarantee you, the movies we give Casey the list for, he's probably gonna fucking have nightmares and probably won't be able to sleep for fucking days.
Oh yeah, no, Casey will be streaming all night because he won't be sleeping.
He's like, I can't sleep. He's like, I hate you guys. I'm done with you guys.
Oh God!
We're gonna get DMs at 3 a.m. We're gonna get DMs at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker.
His mom's gonna DM us saying Casey can't sleep because you fucked him up.
Oh, can I contact you and late at night and say, "Hey, I can't sleep"?
No, my phone's busy. Sorry.
You can DM me. I want to hear the reaction. This will be fucking hilarious.
Whenever you feel like contacting, just remember I'm on the other line. Okay, just remember that. So, no problem.
But
Frank, I have mentioned this movie to you before. You know exactly which one I'm talking about. Don't say it because you know how bad this movie is. I think you've seen this movie.
I still want to know because I don't know. But you text me.
I'll text you after I get off the call. Whatever. Frank knows. I think Frank knows which movie I'm talking about. This is the most vile, disgusting. This turned my stomach, and I'm a jaded horror guy that loves blood, guts, and gore. And oh God, so
it's that bad, huh?
Maybe I shouldn't give you hints of stuff that kind of bothers me a little bit.
No, go ahead. You already dug yourself in the fucking hole. Please
go ahead and give us clues about what to pick to bother you the most, please.
Well, that's more in real life, though, that really bothers me. It's when I see injuries is in real life. Like someone's like, like a nasty injury. But in film, I think I can handle that just fine. No. So I think I can handle
horror bothers you then. This is what you're saying. So body horror bothers you, is what you're saying.
I believe just in real life.
Well, how about this, Casey? What about skinless people? Does that bother you?
You mean skeletons?
Skinless.
No, like flesh being ripped off of bone.
With hooks and chains.
I don't know. I don't think so. If it's in the movie.
Oh no. Casey's fucked.
See, AJ, as good as that pick is,
but you don't know which one though, Tex, because there's three of them.
Well, any of them. That may be a little too mainstream though, if you really want to bother him. Like the pick that I'm going with is not a mainstream film. It's like a below independent underground. It's like a film that nobody wants to talk about kind of film. And
wow, that must be bad.
Dude, you wait till October. Oh, that's all I got to say.
You know what's funny is we were talking about that. You were talking about that, Tex. When I told you earlier when I bought those Blu-rays, I was like, man, I can't wait for fucking October, so fucking Spirit of Halloween.
Yeah, no, Spirit Halloween doesn't carry any merchandise of the film I'm talking about. But you know, like I said, I think it would be fun. It would be interesting to see somebody that's green see some of the horror genre and kind of get a what does it trigger in them? Did they like it? Did they not like it? I mean, you may like some of these movies. This might open up a whole new thing for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's completely possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. It's possible. I mean,
you might get into a kink. You never know, you know.
Casey might just. It could be like, me whenever I was 5 years old and I watched The Exorcist and Halloween 4, and I'm like, oh my god, this is this could be like the first time I ever saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm like, this is where I belong. This is
Big T in the chat is Big T is funny as hell. Care to read it, somebody, or do you want me to read it?
Go ahead, AJ.
This man's light bill's gonna skyrocket after watching these picks. He'll never shut them off ever again.
Well, the thing is, actually, this house will get very dark if you want to, and
I don't think you want it to get dark. No, you know what? You should watch every single one of our picks in the pitch black dark, except for the fucking light of the TV.
There needs to be some ground rules. You must watch it at night, alone with the lights off. Must.
No teddy bear to hold.
Nope.
You can have, if you want a teddy bear and be a little bitch boy, that's fine. You can have a teddy bear. That's fine.
Yeah, you could be a soy boy and fucking carry around a teddy bear. That's fine.
Now, question: How do you feel about random noises where you can't see anything there?
I mean, like creaks and
creeps, knocks, kind of like doors creaking open.
Like in the movie or in real life?
Either way.
I think I'm used to it in real life. Like unless it's something very out of the norm, then I'd be like, huh?
Oh, Frank says, and then you must go stand out in your backyard without lights for 10 minutes.
That'd be interesting.
Well, like I said, I think it would be a fun experiment to see the unjaded, person view some of these films and kind of get a reaction, like I said, your thoughts just in general. And I like that would be kind of a cool October Halloween special for your channel. You know what I mean?
I like it. I think it's a good idea.
So it would branch out. Because even you bunch of wrestling nerds probably going to get tired of talking about that crap all the time, don't you?
Oh, dude, like I've been saying, I wanted to do our horror.
Do something a little bit special. This is something that, there are, there's a lot of people that you could reach by doing something like this,
Oh, yeah. Horror? So, oh, yeah. People love horror movies.
So.
I kind of like the idea because I'm like, it'd be interesting. It'd be something different for sure. So, I'm down for it. I don't think it's going to phase me, really. I mean, it has to be real.
You just wait. I plan to scar you for life.
I think if you do, I think that should be a badge to you, like a trophy.
Well, we'll figure that out for the smartest mongoloid tonight. Just remember, you shit your pants, so Mikkel's 1 point
right
up.
here. He says, Casey, I envy you. Wish I could go back and watch their Big T. There are so many films I wish I could go back, never have seen and rewatch them for the first time. So many films. From Chainsaw to Exorcist to freaking Paranormal Activity to, just so many. There's so many classics that I know everything about now that I would love to go back to the uninitiated phase and get to recall. I'll never forget the first time sitting in the theater watching Saw 2. It just, in Saw 1, all of these great films. I love so many of these.
Well, Santa says that you need to open a haunted house.
I've had an idea for that. If I ever get rich, I'm going to buy a chunk of land and I'm going to create not just a haunted house, but think Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights where the entire park is like a spooky thing. I'm going to have a year-round open, basically haunted piece of land where you can come and stay, different haunted attractions, different whatever, and everything in the park is the people are there just short of going to kill you. That's how scary it is. Because if I'm going to do a haunted house, we're not doing this crap where there's a fence in between you. No. It's going to be my goal and mission to make you crap yourself before you leave my haunted attraction. And I would love it. And like I said, I ever get rich, that's one of the things I'm doing with my money. And I don't care if I ever make $1 off of it. This would be out of pure pleasure and passion project. So, yeah.
Well, that's one thing I kind of miss is go to haunted houses because I probably hadn't been to one in probably over a decade. So,
oh, dude, I go to them every year. There are certain ones that I go to yearly, and I try to find new ones, but unfortunately, with the living situation the last couple of years the way it was, they didn't really, happen. So.
I haven't been to a haunted house in years.
Well, you know what really scares me when they blindfold me and when they tell me feel this and it's like they said it's a human brain and eyeballs. Even though they smell like food, those eyeballs smell like olives for some reason, and then brains kind of feel like Jello. So, I mean,
one of my favorite ones that I ever went to, it was in where was it? It was in, I can't remember if it was in Houston or San Antonio. It was one of those cities. I can't remember. But there was this old, abandoned, multi-level building. It used to be like an old factory or something. I can't remember what was there. But basically what they did, they went in, they blacked out, they rented the entire building. This was 4 or 5 levels. And they blacked out every window. You could not see in the place. And they built different stuff within. And, each layer was a different level. And you could choose to do multiples or just do one or whatever. It was all set up. It was a whole thing.
Oh, really?
But the entire thing was blacked out inside. You literally could not see your hand in front of your face. The people that they had working inside of it had night vision goggles, so they could see in the dark. They could see everything. It was fun.
That sounds fun.
Oh, dude, it was legitimate scary.
You know where
because
Eloise
you literally
is?
had to, huh?
You know where Eloise is? I live right
No.
down the street from it. The movie Eloise, you ever heard of it? I know you're a horror fan.
Eloise? Maybe, but I'm not for
The
sure.
the Sane Asylum.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I live
Hang
right
on,
down the street from it now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like I said, this place that I'm talking about it was entirely blacked out. You literally had to feel your way through a massive building. This wasn't like a small house or a small room. And you had to sign a waiver of like people weren't gonna like grab you and hurt you, but they could like touch you, whatever. And it was so much fun, dude. It was a lot of fun. So it was legit.
Ugh. My freaking
So,
stomach is acting up
Casey,
again.
let me
Yeah.
ask you, is your bathroom like a horror movie?
Right now, yes.
The hell did you do to that toilet, boy?
I hate doing fucking
I couldn't believe that actually happened live.
Yeah, you shit your pants live on fucking camera?
Yeah.
Is that that everybody that was watching now knows you as Captain Shit Pants?
I couldn't believe it because I couldn't believe it.
Did you tell me you at least change your fucking boxers and fucking
Oh
pants?
no, I'm still in my shitty underwear.
I believe that.
Are you shitting me?
Oh God, no!
Oh,
wait, hang on. Is this true? You eat peanut butter out your dog's ass?
Oh my god.
Oh.
I will not confirm or deny that. I mean,
No, I think you need to deny that. I think you really need to deny that, sir.
well, I mean,
What are you doing to Duke? What the hell is wrong with you?
My other lawyer says any accusations like stuff like this, I need to say no comment.
I don't think you have a lawyer.
Well, I like I said, I have no comment. I can't answer that one. You had to talk to my lawyer about that.
Mm-hmm.
He can answer that for you, not me.
So what you're saying is you plead the fifth.
Oh, definitely. Plead the fifth on that one.
So, do you guys want to get to the Mongoloids or what?
I do need to get more peanut butter, though. That's one thing. I am now chunky peanut butter. It's unrelated, though. I mean, it has nothing to do about that. Just having a mental list of stuff I need to get. Mental stuff I need to get, like soap, toothpaste.
Well, you need to get more peanut butter in your dog therapy for what you've done to it. That's what you need to do.
Shame on you, Casey. What you did to Duke. Shame on you.
Hold on. I said, I mean, that's allegedly. I mean, there's no proof out there.
You sick fuck.
Well, I hate to leave a good party, but I need to start making some phone calls. And I don't think that y'all would be interested in my bullshit. So I'm going to have to get off of here. So y'all have fun with your Mongoloid games. And I hope whoever wins gets a Special Olympics award and whatever. So,
yeah, I'm going to make the award and I'm going to give it to the winner.
Right. I mean, now I do have to ask: do the points, or will the points be reflected of the enunciation of the answer?
Well, it's gonna. To be honest with you, if we can understand, because Mikkel has a speech impediment, and we can barely understand a fucking word he's saying. So is Casey. Casey has a speech impediment, but we will allow, because they're both Mongoloids, we will allow the best answer. And if we can understand Mikkel, what he's saying, we will take it as fucking, if it's the correct answer.
Is this a whoever answers first, or whoever answers correctly?
No, each of them will, both, there's 15 questions. Both will have to answer the right answer. It's not just who gets it first. They both get the answer one at a time.
Okay, well, like, let's say, okay, like, just throw a for instance out here. You know, you ask, what's 1 plus 1? And Casey says 2. Then, obviously, if Casey's right, then Mikkel's just going to copy his answer. Are you going to ask, or when they answer, are you not going to confirm if they're right or wrong to the end?
That's probably the better thing.
You know what? Yeah, right and wrong. You know what? I'm going to get a piece of paper since you said that, Tex. And
Well, what about this?
That.
Okay, you've got 15, right? What if you ask each of them 7? And if at the end it's a tie, the 15th question is the tiebreaker.
Well, Mikkel's got that 1 point already on him because Casey shit his pants.
Well, that's a special thing. So Casey's going to have to hope that Mikkel shits the bed like he shit his pants. And, you know, he can make up for it. So going into this...
I didn't know it was that obvious. I was trying to avoid saying it, but
Casey, we heard you. We heard you. So, oh no, or whatever you said.
Yeah, I did say oh no, but that could have been anything.
No, we knew what that was. So, either way, like I said, I mean, it's your game show. You run your Mongoloid show however you like. It's your freak show, not mine. But you know, I'm gonna go make fulfillment phone calls and do adult stuff and try to not kill myself in the process. But, you know, it is what it is.
I don't know. Casey might kill Tex next.
No, if I were to perish, Casey does not get credit for my demise. I'm stating that now. So.
Well, I'm getting credit for a lot of people's death. I mean, that's what people...
Right. Well, so that's what I'm saying. So you're getting credit for everybody else. You don't get credit for mine. I'll be danged if, you know, at my funeral, well, Casey is wrong, kill Tex. No. That ain't going to happen. So I ain't going out like that. I ain't going out like, what's your face on Golden Girls up? Whoever gives a crap. But anyhow. You fine gentlemen have fun, and Mikkel, you still owe me a skin face. All right? Don't forget that, you asshole.
Skin face?
Yes.
All right, you take
it. Mikkel has yet to cut his own skin off of his face. And
but do you really want that face, though, Tex?
Well, yes. I'm going to clean. No, it's okay. It's not going to look like Mikkel. I'm going to take the pieces of, like, I'm going to make a Leatherface mask, right? I'll take pieces of his, some of my other victims, and sew them all together to make a Leatherface mask.
Oh my God, a mixture of Casey and fucking Mikkel's face.
No. You don't know how many other people I have dead in the freezer right now, AJ. You just don't even need to know about that.
Yeah, we don't need to know about that. That's right, top secret.
Right. That will all come out whenever I'm on trial, like, you know, Ted Bundy or something. That's when all the skeletons will come out. But, you know.
Right.
But I'm not going to get convicted for killing Mikkel because he's probably DOA already. He probably doesn't matter. So, you know,
well, I mean, oh shit, we got TSS in the chat. What's up?
What's going on, TSS?
Well, I mean, Mikkel has 1 foot in the grave and the other
right. I mean, you know, Mikkel's more beast than he is man. So, I think I'm good. So. But yeah, like I said, whenever I get my skin mask, you know, then I'll, you know, it'll be sweet. It's all good. So it'll be fun. Anyway, y'all enjoy your games, and I'll be listening between phone calls, and y'all have fun. So.
Well, thanks for coming on, Tex. We appreciate you coming on, bud.
As they say in the great state of Texas, peace and chicken grease, bitches. Adios.
See you later, bud. And that was Tex, everybody. All right. So, you two Mongoloids ready to battle it out?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna. So since like Tex was saying, I should give you guys both fucking 7 questions, and then the 15th one is well. Since Mikkel's already got 1 point on you, Casey, you fucked that up.
Oh, that's
But
bullshit. How?
well,
how,
maybe you shouldn't shit your pants on fucking live camera.
It's not like I wanted to. It's not like
You're 41 years old. You should never trust a fart.
I didn't. It just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah, I'm like my stomach wasn't even upset. I mean, I took a shit before going live, so I was like, and then I was like, oh no.
Oh no. Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yo, that's gonna be clipped forever. We heard you literally taking a shit.
Allegedly, I couldn't.
Allegedly? No, me and Tex heard that whole thing. Everybody that was listening and watching this podcast heard you.
Well, yeah, I'm ready for this.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Let me get this because I had it all set up earlier. All right. You want to go first, Casey, or does Mikkel want to go first?
Let Mikkel go first.
You want Mikkel to go first?
Yeah, let Mikkel go first.
Let Mikkel go first? Okay, Mikkel, question number 1. What was the biggest wrestling promotion before the WWE, which sponsored many regional territories such as WCW, CCW, and more, and recently TNA?
NWA.
Yep, that's correct, bud. All right, one for Mikkel. All right, Casey. All right. Which of the following promotions did not start in an NWA territory?
I assume this one's for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
AEW.
The correct answer was WWE.
No, they were part of the NWA.
Not the body of it. Not the body of it. No, they weren't.
Vince McMahon Sr. was part of the NWA.
These are, and I quote, these are the territories. Because you got to remember the
territories.
Listen, the AWA broke away in 1950 before they folded in 1991. WCW became the NWA territory, and also ECW did, and then they broke away, which was with Jim Crockett Promotions and CCW, and also with TNA and OVW. Vince McMahon's was Capital Wrestling Corporation. That did not start in the NWA.
Well, technically, I was correct though too. AEW.
No, you said AEW. The answer I was looking for was WWE.
Well,
this is prior to AEW.
You didn't say that though.
Okay, well, this is prior to the fucking flippy floppy mark shit. Okay.
See, the thing is, I mean, whatever. I think, I think that was a wrong answer because they were part of the NWA. They broke away after AWA broke away.
But we're talking about in the territories. WWE wasn't. They were fucking. Yes, Vince McMahon Sr. was on the committee, but the WWE as a whole, when they were Capital Wrestling Corporation, they were not a part of the NWA.
They're part of it at one point. Maybe they didn't start with the.
That's what I said. Started. You got to understand, there's starting points.
I think you should.
It was once part of the NWA. However, this is the articles, because these are all article factual. I can read it all out to you as clear as day, black and white.
I got another answer about this. What about XPW? They were never part of NWA.
The answer I'm looking for was WWE. That was the correct answer.
I think I got screwed. But
Dude, it's one fucking question. You're acting like it's the end of the world.
it might be.
just Mikkel's, you wanted it this way. I was gonna do for both of you guys, but you fucking didn't want that.
I didn't say that.
Tex and you both agreed, and so did I.
Well, no, I agreed that you would record and tell us the correct answer at the very end. But I'm okay with this.
Okay.
I'm alright.
Mikkel, your question is, what is the very first event which saw Paul Heyman as head booker for ECW in 1993? You gotta remember, this is after Todd Gordon. So, this is when...
Hold on. You better not be looking this shit up.
Yeah, Mikkel, do not look this shit up. If you cheat, you're automatically disqualified.
I don't know.
You don't know? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think he said he doesn't know.
Okay, then. All right. Casey, this is your second one. Okay. What event is often occurred as the start of the WWE Attitude Era?
The Survivor Series 97.
Oh, you know what? It's gonna be a lot easier for you guys because I know you guys have you guys really don't know, but I'm gonna see if there's multiple questions on this. So hold on.
What, the Survivor Series 97?
No, hold on. These are multiple choices, okay? And you can answer it.
Okay.
Okay. Montreal Screwjob, Razor and Diesel leaving, the formation of Degeneration X, or Stone Cold Steve Austin's 1996 King of the Ring speech.
I'm still going with Survivor Series 97.
Okay. So I'm just gonna, at the end, I'm gonna you know what, that formation you were talking about that we should say at the end if it's wrong or right, I'm gonna go with that. Is that better with you? Okay. So did I ask you two questions already, right? Mikkel got one wrong. Okay. All right. Okay, Mikkel, this is the next one for you. Hold on. Let me get back to it. Before it was called World Wrestling Entertainment, what was the parent company for the WWE? And this is multiple choices, okay? You got the McMahon Incorporation, you got Capital Wrestling Corporation, WWE Corporate, or Titan Towers.
Capital Wrestling Corporation.
What did he say?
I think he's saying the Capital Wrestling Corporation, or the CWC.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Casey, which of these WrestleManias is the only one not to feature a main event with the world title on the line? WrestleMania 4, WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 1, or WrestleMania 9?
1.
That's right. All right. Mikkel, of the video library that's owned by WWE, Which wrestling promotion's footage is not included in it? WCW, XPW, ECW, or AWA?
FPW.
Okay. All right. Casey, before WWE home video was started to before WWE home video was started to release, WWE events on VHS and DVD was what company was releasing WWE events on VHS? Big Vision Entertainment, Titan Sports Video, Coliseum Home Video, or High Spots Video?
Coliseum video.
All right. Jesus Christ, Michael, I'm trying to get you the answer to this question. Michael, you ready for this question?
Yeah.
Okay. For the angle for the angle that happened after the invasion story, what was the reason Ric Flair became a co-owner of the WWE with Vince McMahon? And this is multiple choices, okay? He purchased Shane and Stephanie's stocks in the company before the purchase of WCW and ECW. He had an inherent stock in the company which tripled after the death of WCW. He blackmailed the WWE board of directors and gave him power, or he gambled money on the WWE to defeat WCW/ECW and the results of the millions dollars worth of purchase.
He bought Stephanie chainsaw.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Casey. What month and year did the first WWE In Your House pay-per-view take place? This is multiple choice too. July 95, May 95, April 94, or June 96?
Were the 295 ones?
I can't answer that for you. You got to think of that yourself.
I think you said
July of 95, May of 95, April of 94, or June of 96.
I'm gonna go July 95. I think the BS I swear you're giving him the easier questions because
I'm not giving anybody anything. This is to see who's smarter, you or Mikkel. Okay?
All
right. Mikkel, what serious incident caused ECW to lose several of the local television deals in 1996 that nearly cost their very first pay-per-view in 1997? Their barely legal pay-per-view in 1997. Todd Gordon's firing, the MSG incident, the mass transit incident, or the Danny Barrel fall?
Danny Barrel fall.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Casey, which event is considered partly responsible for the fall of WCW? The NWO Wolfpack formation, Katie Vick's storyline, David Arquette winning the WCW title, or the finger poke of doom?
I'm gonna say finger poke with doom. It could be that or David Arquette. So it could.
Which one are you going with?
The finger poke with doom.
Okay. Mikkel, why were shit? What was the reason why Paul Heyman and ECW got so angry with TNN with their TV deal in the mid 2000s? Was it because they wouldn't run ads on ads and commercials on TNN? Was Paul Heyman taking money from ECW and keeping it for himself? The ECW didn't have stable time slot, or they didn't give enough money to ECW to promote their show.
They want on their commercial.
The commercials? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is that what he said, Casey?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You know what? I think it'd be best if it'd be easier probably for him, say like A, B, C, or D.
Well, they don't have. Oh, okay. That would
You know
be
what
much.
I mean?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. All right, Casey. In 1997, which WCW mainstay merchandise sold the second highest in business history to beat out Stone Cold Steve Austin? Hulk Hogan, Bill Goldberg, Sting, or Scott Steiner?
Goldberg.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, guys, don't give us any heads up.
Yeah, if you help the. Okay, well, that was the 14. Now, I can both. I mean, do you guys want the 15th you guys can argue over, or do you just want me to tally it up?
Let's say if we both answer.
Okay. Which pro wrestler has not worked for all three companies, WWE, WCW, and ECW, in their careers? Is it Sandman, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Al Snow, or Bam Bam Bigelow? You gotta remember, this is all three companies they didn't work for. They could work for two of them, but not work for the third one.
I'll let Mikkel go first.
Hey.
What's that?
Hey.
So you're going with Sandman?
I believe that's what A was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Al Snow.
Okay. All right. So after everything has been said, Mikkel has 5 because he got that point of you shitting your pants, Casey, and you have 4. It would have been a tie.
I
But
still think I got screwed out of that first point.
how? It was the easiest one. Like, seriously. Yeah, it was, because look it up for yourself. I can send you the fucking thing itself and show you.
Because I mean, yeah, they might have not started in the NWA, but they were part of the NWA.
But
eventually.
I said which company didn't start. Not was in it, but started. They didn't start in the NWA. Keyword, start.
I think I got screwed.
Hey, I mean, you guys both could have answered them at the same time. I mean, it would have been a lot easier.
Well, I mean, I was surprised some of the answer Mikkel had. So, like I said, I'm surprised that, like I told you, he could probably outsmart.
I mean, just because he looks fucking, the way he looks homeless and, poor and stupid doesn't mean he is.
Oh god. Oh gosh.
Yeah, we got like 69 fucking people. We got 69 things in the chat. Oh wow.
What?
I didn't even know we had all these people chatting in here. We had 69 people chatting while I was answering questions. Wow, that's crazy.
It's
This
okay.
Casey's screw job. The Casey screw job.
Yeah, the Casey screwdriver. Big T,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. I answered it before you said you typed it in. That's why I said that. So don't worry about that. I wasn't even gonna look at the. I could easily look on the chat, but I didn't try to cheat like that. Even though I'm well known as the cheater, so
Hey, for once you didn't cheat, you know. Be proud of that.
and I still lost.
Well, I mean, you know.
Because shit.
I'm,
Well, congratulations, Mikel. You are now crowned the smartest fucking mongoloid with you and Casey. I mean,
now we're gonna have to get your information, and we'll send you a reward. So, type in. Never mind. I was gonna be an asshole. So, like, type in the chat your address.
Mikel, say since you haven't been on here for a long time, say Snickers. Call Casey a Snickers.
What do you mean a long time?
He
hasn't been on.
Like cannonball.
What?
Yeah, call Casey a Snickers.
I think
more. And the cannonball.
Yeah, call him a Snickers.
Oh, hey, Kel, what was WrestleMania sponsored by this year? Oh my god, you racist fuck! We're gonna have to cancel you, Mikal.
Hey, at least you tried, Casey. I mean, to be honest with you, I wanted to do it my way. It would have been a lot easier that you both answered the same questions.
That's what I thought we were gonna do, but I was okay with that. I mean, I was shocked at some of the answers he knew. So, like I said in the chat, I was like, maybe you'll outsmart me. So, congrats to Mikal.
Breaking news: fucking Mikel's smarter than Casey.
Oh gosh. So, dude, get this shit. So
What's
today,
up, Casey?
I actually had to take care of an IRS deal today.
Are you serious? You got audited?
Nope, it's not an auditing. It was when I opened it up, I knew it was not an audit because, I mean, there was nothing in the language about an audit, but it was a thing. They were like, it was their way to combat identity theft before they sent out my refund. So they just
Wait,
sent
you're
out
just now doing your taxes?
No, I already had my taxes done last month.
Oh, okay.
They just sent this letter to me, and they're like, "Well, before we send you this refund, they're like, I guess they send it out to random people to make sure, I'm getting it instead of someone else." So it's the first. I never heard about this before, but
same here. This is the first time of hearing this too.
Yeah, I had to get two types of. I had to get this year's and last year's. Well, I mean, 2022 and 2021's tax return, and then I tried to do that last night after work, but they were so busy
Oh, I
on the
believe it.
online that instead of being on the waiting line, they just hung up on me.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, so I guess I'll do it in the morning. Luckily, I only had to wait like 15 minutes each
See,
time.
right. See, me personally, because I'm an independent contractor, I usually just give the IRS more money than I actually need to pay them, and then they usually send me a check back for
Mhm.
what I overpaid.
Well, I mean, what sucked the last couple years, I actually paid like $500 to the federal. I was like, God damn.
Let me ask
And,
you, do you you know it's a really smart thing to do to cut down? Do you do a lot of like donating and shit?
the only
Like clothes
donating.
donating?
No.
You should do that. That's a big tax write off right there. And save every one of your fucking gas
Yeah.
receipts. That will help too. Especially with my
Well,
line of work, gas.
I
I do a lot of it.
well, I tried to save my toll receipts when I was in Pennsylvania,
Hmm.
and they
Oh, no. Sorry. Sorry, kid.
Oh, come
hey,
on. We want to hear it.
hold on. Let's see if we can unmute him.
Yeah, unmute him. We want to hear.
Oh, I can't unmute him, son of a bitch.
Damn it. We miss all the
Hey,
good shit.
hey, Mikkel, I want you to call your mama Snickers. Tell her you
No,
no good
no,
lazy
no,
Snickers.
no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Tell her to stop living off my fucking tax dollars.
Oh,
No.
we're going to hell for this one.
Yeah,
I think
we
you already
are.
are. You're going to YouTube hell for shit in your pants.
Oh, dude. Right now, my stomach's like, ugh, again. But, dude, it came out of nowhere. It was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh no.
No, Mikkel's not smoking weed. He's smoking a cigarette.
Well, it could be weed in a cigarette.
Those
No,
are just fucking nasty.
yeah.
I've smoked that fucking shit. The one that you have tobacco and fucking marijuana in them. The cigar weeds. No, fuck that. I'm smoking straight fucking weed. Casey, you see me smoke a fat ass blunt on your birthday. We were fucking partying. Hell yeah.
I don't remember much. I mean, I was drunk a lot. So,
You were sleepy.
dude, I'm
Like,
always sleepy. Dude, when I got home, I got home at a decent time, and like I just fell asleep for a while after I released a video. I was out. Oh,
really?
I don't even think I finished watching the video. I think I passed out before it was done. So,
Really?
yeah.
Have you ever fell asleep doing a video? That's the real question.
Well, during the
Oh,
premiere, yeah, it has happened a few times. But
Huh.
as like live stream, it's on my show. No, what on Derail? Yeah, because I mean when well when you have Drew, Frank, and J-Man talking, it's kind of hard to get a word in, and then sometimes I'm like yeah, it doesn't help when I'm laying in bed at that time, and then it'll
Yeah,
have
that is disturbing, Casey.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
And then there was the one that was the more famous one was on Cronin's show.
See, I don't remember this one. I remember when fucking oh fuck, I forgot fuck his name. The Rose. He fucking fell asleep. I fucking derailed the last derailed.
And he says he didn't, but dude,
That motherfucker snoring away.
Dude, we caught him several times leaning back and falling asleep.
Hey, that picture fucking that everybody's seen fucking Drew thought he could fucking take it down. That didn't work. I screenshot that shit.
Well, luckily he didn't get in trouble. I mean, we had.
Yeah, he's lucky.
Yeah, he's lucky. I mean, he should get in trouble for someone accidentally posting that, you know. And
yeah, but you shouldn't accidentally. Well, I mean, I know it's an accidental showing it, but still, I mean, isn't it any nudity on YouTube automatically gets you banned from YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, but luckily we wrapped it up quick. He privated it and took care of it. Luckily that, and then honestly edited it and. But oh gosh, trying to think. Oh yeah, so I was on Cronin's show. I think this was a monetized this episode.
Okay.
So it was one of those things. I was laying in bed, but I had my camera off, but I was wearing my normal headset that I a lot of times wear, and I was out. And what's shocking with the headset on, you know, you figure anything loud would woke me up. No, I was out. It was on, I believe, if you want to watch it, I believe it's on TSS channel.
If TSS is still in the chat, he follows me on Twitter. Send me that clip, TSS. I want to see that because I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, it's hilarious. But the only time, there's several guys trying to wake me up. I was out. And
have you seen this clip? Like,
oh yeah, it's hilarious.
Are you snoring?
Oh yeah, that's how. See, I started snoring for a little while, and I don't know if Cronin noticed, but Drew's brought up saying, "Casey, wake up," and I was out. And then, dude, I have no problem. Like, hey, take a make fun of me if I fall asleep like that. Like,
or take a shit on foot, or actually shit yourself. That will never be let down ever. That will live with you with infamy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's on TSS channel, I believe.
Well, if he's still in the chat, send it to me on Twitter. I want to see this.
I could do that too.
I know your new name. Ryan Sheeper.
What?
He said Casey has raw shitty pants. Oh my god, that's fucked up.
I didn't know it was that obvious. I was
like literally, dude, when you were in the shitter, we heard everything.
Really?
Yeah.
We heard the whole thing.
Sometimes I wonder if it hears anything.
Oh yeah, dude. With our headphones, everything we say or anything that say anybody walks around, we can hear it through our headphones. Like anything anyone says goes right through our headphones into the speakers. We can all hear it.
Luckily, I had the camera off, and I had to look over and say, make sure my camera was still off, and then I walked by, and it's like, because I just had to take care of myself. Hold on, TSS says that you think it was a throwdown. Actually, you know what? I think it was a throwdown now.
Do you have that, TSS? Like, can you send me that clip?
I believe it's on.
I mean, Steve, if you want to come on for a second, you can, because we want to hear your take on what you heard with Casey.
Oh God, yeah. You want to go ahead? Do you have his DM?
I think so. I can send it to
I
him.
do.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I do.
Yeah. Or if Mikkel, if you want to send it to him, go ahead, dude.
But yeah,
I can't believe you did that. Like me personally, Casey, I love you like your brother. You know this. The minute that happened, you should have muted your muted your mic, turned off your camera, and just went. And we would have fucking been like, oh, where'd Casey go? And then you could have been like, oh, I'm sorry, I had to go to the bathroom for a minute.
fuck it.
Fuck
You know
it. Fuck it,
I mean,
Captain
if
Casey,
if
shitty
people-
pants.
If people think it's funny, why not?
Oh, it is, dude. It would have been more funny if your camera was on the whole time. That would have been fucking hilarious.
Like I had to get up, so I would have to reach over and turn it off just to do what I needed to do. I mean, luckily the bathroom was right there, directly in front of me.
Can you show us where your bathroom is? Because you've never showed us this bathroom where exactly it is.
Let's see. You see that Atari poster right there?
Yeah.
That's the bathroom right there.
Oh, that's the bathroom. See, I thought it was right next to it because that looks more like a doorway than that one does.
Well, there's a closet right here. This is a closet.
Oh, I like that Mario 3 poster. Is that original? Or is that a reprint?
A reprint.
Oh, okay.
Now we'll go see in the
What's going on, Talvish?
What's up, Talvish?
Did you send him the link?
Yeah, in
Okay.
the chat.
I'm gonna. If he doesn't show up, we'll probably go ahead and start wrapping it up because right now my stomach is like, and I'm gonna need to hunt down some peels for my stomach because
Somewhat.
I ate something that was probably not good to eat. So
You get some Pepto Bismol in you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I absolutely had no warning. It just happened.
It just happened?
Yeah, it just happened.
Wow, like usually when I have to take a mean shit, my stomach, it gurgles like really bad.
Yeah. Like before I started, like I said, I used the restroom.
Right.
And I was fine. And then I was ready to go. And then out of nowhere, like it just happened. I couldn't believe it happened. So I was like,
hey, it could be worse. You could, like I said, you could have had your camera on, and we could have seen like a fucking streak, or God forbid, see your fucking bare ass or something. It could have been worse.
Oh,
well,
it could have been worse.
I made sure if I did walk by to kind of cover my front. So
it could have been worse. Because think about it, Casey. If you would have had your camera on and your mic on, your mic was still on. But God forbid if you didn't cover up, and everybody on the channel saw it, everybody in the live chat saw it. That would have been really bad for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen YouTubers literally fucking do some fucked up shit, man.
There's Steve. Welcome, Steve.
So, Steve,
what?
What's your take on the incident that happened?
It's so fucking hilarious. Just hear all the business he was doing in the washroom.
Wasn't that obvious?
Yeah.
Yes, Casey. Everything you did in the washroom was clear. What you on the mic was.
Well, it wasn't really obvious because all I heard was "oh shit," and he said, "AJ, take the channel because I gotta go." And then you didn't mute yourself, and then we all heard you dropping shit.
That was the funny part. He didn't mute himself.
Well, you also then said that. Did you shit your pants? I'm like, and I didn't answer, so I was like, fuck, he probably already knows, so why not mute it? So, but I didn't have the door open. I mean, I had it still closed, so it could have been much louder. But
we heard enough. We don't need to visualize it.
Yeah, we didn't need to see the vision.
Oh gosh, yeah. I had way more embarrassing things than that, dude. I had, God, when I was back in, I think this was middle school. There was this one chick that I wanted to ask out, and we were heading to the end of the school year, and this bitch of a teacher wouldn't let me go use the restroom, and because I had to go pee so badly. And she's like, "Do you have your
prescription? Permission slip.
Wherever in your trapper keeper, wherever they call that?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Do you want detention?" I'm like, "No." And so
that's
I
odd.
pissed myself in class.
Like, wait, so you piss yourself in class?
Yeah, because the bitch, the teacher, wouldn't let me
sorry.
go.
I guess I'm the only asshole here, but I would have been like, "Fuck you! I'm leaving. I'm taking a piss,
Right,
or I'm going to take a piss right here in front of everybody."
Yeah.
What sucks is, like, I couldn't really ask that chick out after that, so I was like, "Well, this is the end of that." And like I said, luckily it was the end of the school year. It's like, fuck it, I can wait this out. So if anyone wants to make a big deal, it was like, I tried to really, like I wore my coat around the back of me, trying to disguise it. So,
Wait, the back of you?
well, yeah, a lot of it.
Don't you
What?
piss in the front?
Yeah, wait, what?
Are you a woman or are you a male? Huh? That's what I'm trying to
Hey, come
figure
on,
out.
yourself. It's gonna go.
I'm trying to figure this out now.
Oh, I'm sure it partially went to the front, but a lot of it went to the back because of gravity. It's called gravity.
Gravity.
Oh, I thought you didn't believe in gravity.
Oh my
To
god.
go to the back because you were sitting down, and that's why it went all the way to the back.
Yeah.
Mr. Flat Earther over here is talking about gravity.
Right?
Well, just because I'm a flat earther, that doesn't mean I don't believe in gravity.
Oh my goodness.
It should.
Hold on, I can at least see gravity. Like if I drop
Wait,
something.
hold on. You say you can see gravity?
Gravity?
Yes, if I can drop something and it falls to the ground, that's gravity right there. I can actually see it. I can't go out and see the round of the earth or the flatness of the earth. So
hold on. Let me ask you, you've never seen a globe in your life?
No, I've seen a globe, but I think it's fake news.
It's not fake news.
Fake news. What the fuck?
I trust more a map than a globe.
You trust a map more than a globe?
Yes.
Casey, do you have maps in your vehicle?
I used to. Before I had GPS, I had actually, no, I used to print out directions.
Okay, Casey, here's it's not when he pees.
Oh my god.
Let me ask you this, Casey, because you're a flat earther. Okay, so say you live in fucking Oklahoma, right? And you drive all the way to California.
Why do you have to dox where I live? I mean, that's pretty fucked up. I don't live in Oklahoma, so
that's not what you told me.
Well, Well, thanks for doxing people where I live now. So
Wow.
But anyways, you drive from
Wow.
buttfuck Oklahoma all the way to California. You go right off the right off the Pacific Ocean. Can your car literally drive on water over to Japan?
no,
You sure about that?
no, you can't.
You gotta remember the continents used to connect.
Yeah, but they don't anymore
Well, I wonder why. Do you know why?
because they broke off and floated away to the other side of the flat Earth.
Oh my god.
My God.
Oh
I mean, I showed you guys pictures. What I believe, what the
yes, we seen your pictures.
I was just having a music, Casey. Like, I want to know all your flat Earth theories.
So you should, Casey. What's your take on Google Earth?
Are you kind of like from taking looking at footage from
Yeah,
so-called space?
yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's accurate because I mean they can make that bullshit up. I mean, it's Google, but for God's sakes, they can make that shit up if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
So I want to hear your what do you actually believe is in flat Earth? Like, tell me everything you believe flat Earth is and your conspiracies about being a flat earther.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I mean, I do believe there's a mountain of dirt that goes below the flat Earth. And it's not completely flat, but it's not as round as people think. It's not as round as the globe as people think. It's a land, but there's a mountain of dirt. That's why, like, hey, like when you're digging up like a foundation for a house or something, that's not like where you don't just fall off into space because there's that mountain of dirt right there. And there's some bedrock in the middle of the flat Earth.
What about red clay?
I don't know anything about red clay.
What about magma and lava?
Okay.
What about the Earth's core?
Well, that's fake news.
That's fake news. The Earth's core is flat Earth. Wow.
The Earth's core. I mean, no one ever seen the Earth's so-called core.
I'm trying to hear Casey.
I mean, until I see someone digs down to the middle of the Earth, I don't believe there's an Earth inner core. So
I want to see you do a video of that, Casey, of you digging in your backyard, digging a hole, and see how far you can go.
Well, I mean, that's why there's that mountain dirt. I'm like, I mean, do you believe in a bottomless pit?
It's possible.
I mean, there's got to be an end to that bottomless pit. There's no truthful bottomless pit.
Really? You think so?
I know so.
How do you know so?
Because if it's bottomless, I mean, you would hear about it. Then
okay, so if you fall into a fucking volcano and you fall all the way in to where the lava and the Earth's core is, right? Because that's where volcanoes are made out of.
Okay.
That's pretty much falling into a fucking bottomless pit.
I mean, if you're able to go from the other side of the Earth through the mountain of dirt, then it's like, okay, then it's bottomless. That's what I would say. But bottomless pit, there's going to be a bedrock that prevents you from going further at a certain point.
Mm-hmm. No, tell me more of your conspiracies.
About what?
Anything that you believe that is a conspiracy.
Well, I mean, I told you guys about the fake bird drones. Where,
Oh yeah, I know that. I want to know what's inside your bald head. What is inside the two fucking brain cells that are in there running back and forth?
Well, maybe it'd be better if you asked me my opinion on something, and I'll say what I feel about it.
Okay, Steve, go ahead, because right now at this point I've dealt with these two mongoloids all night. Steve, ask
Casey,
him
what
questions.
do you think of Bigfoot?
I think
Bigfoot.
there. I think there's definitely Bigfoot out there. The reason why you don't see Bigfoot, like let's say like there's people ask where's their dead Bigfoot, like when they die. Well,
Bigfoot eat their own dead.
Yeah, they eat their own dead, so that's why you don't ever see them. And obviously, they're the world's most famous and world champion hide and go seekers.
This is true.
So,
Casey, have you ever been anal probed by a fucking alien?
not that I know of.
Can your mom agree or disagree to that question?
How did I know she wasn't mind wiped from the aliens?
Okay, let me ask you another question. Say, do you have a tree in your backyard?
Yeah, I got several trees.
Okay, let's tie you to one and leave you there overnight, right?
Yeah.
You have to sleep chained up to a tree and see, because like I said, you live in the middle of fucking bumfuck Oklahoma, so it's possible aliens could take you.
Well, I mean, you got one thing. They're not going to come after me. They're going to get someone like Mikhail. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if they would want Mikkel because they wouldn't know what to do with him.
Well, the thing is, they're like they can. Let's say it's like someone. Well, I'm just thinking they're gonna choose Mikkel because one, they can do their test, and when he's like, "Hey,
What
I got
test?
Oh yeah,
test.
but if they do the test, they won't even be able to. The test won't even translate to anything.
Yeah, what test? What kind of test are we talking about here?
Well, I mean, when they probe them, and then they do run different other tests on them. You know, like I'm sure they mind wipe them when they're done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they do more than they probe to put the anal probe. I'm sure they probably put another probe up his pee hole.
What?
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 Actually, I think that's more likely that's how they do it. They do it up the pee hole because, I mean, who wants to go up the butt? So.
I don't know, Casey. You probably
You're
would
really
like
gonna let him do that, Mikkel?
No.
Well, I mean, these are not like. I'm not making this bullshit up. I feel like these is just the true answers.
Yeah.
I
I'm trying to think of some questions because, like, I want to know what your conspiracy. Like, give us some conspiracy theories because I've dealt with you guys all night. Like, Casey, tell me some of your conspiracies, like what you believe besides the fucking rabbit and the fucking bird drones.
well, I said this several times. I believe the moon landing was faked.
Well, a lot of people believe that. That was a Hollywood studio effect. Yeah. What else?
Yeah. Trying to think of other ones.
Do you believe a man bear pig?
No, obviously not. That's something off South Park. Come on.
Do you look like Cartman?
I'm not as fat as Cartman. Fucking Mikkel, fuck you.
Oh,
Is it true? Can you agree or disagree that you and your math club burns plus signs in front of black families' homes?
I'm not going to confirm or deny that. Plus, we officially changed it because we were getting sick of being mixed up with the other clan, and
What clan is that?
the Triple K clan.
Can you can't say it?
yeah,
I'm
Casey,
not,
see it.
I'm not going to take a chance on YouTube.
Oh,
Are you seriously not going to say Ku Klux Klan?
Oh,
you should get
we don't want to be tied to them because we're not those racist fucks.
Casey. My last comment. You should get Michael to say that word.
What, Snickers?
No, the other one I put in the chat. It starts with the V. What do you?
What was it?
Yeah, what was that, Steve?
It's like a cooking thing.
Oh,
You put
vinegar. Mikkel, can you say
Yeah,
vinegar?
that's what it was.
Vinegar.
What do you use vinegar for? What do you cook with vinegar, Mikkel? I'm just curious.
What do you use vinegar and wait, hold on. Baking soda and water and vinegar. What do you use with that, Mikkel? And you use a tinfoil pipe with it.
Oh.
Get some motherfucking cocaine up in your bitch, in your ass.
Let's go ahead and wrap up for tonight. So, you want to?
Yeah, let's let's do Tex first. You can follow Tex on Twitter at @SlasherVision on Twitter, and subscribe to Frank on The Harsh Truth. Good guy, man. He puts out good content, and Tex is on there usually Thursday nights. It's usually Frank, Tex, Jeremy, and Cora, and they do movie reviews. Yeah, it's a good show.
Yes,
Steve, you want to plug your shit?
Subscribe. I do wrestling reviews, random news, and pretty soon I will be doing gaming streams as well.
All right, Mikkel.
Take me in your while. I'm gonna do my AEW review. We got non-config. Check me out on YouTube for Michael Game. You'll never know. AJ might be there.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, so following this show, me and Mikkel, and I mean if Steve wants to hop on too, we're gonna do an AEW review of tonight after the show. So I mean, if you want to hop on, Steve, you can, because I know Casey's going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to bed soon too. I have to be up early for work.
Okay, well then me and Mikkel will do it. That's fine. It's not a big deal.
What are you gonna do on Mikkel's channel?
Yeah, we're gonna do a live stream of the review.
I know one thing.
What's up?
There was a couple good matches. I think one of my I'm a big fan of Orange Cassidy because
you like pockets.
The thing is, he does the gimmick and then he pulls out his athletics moves. That if you think he's just doing that gimmick, he just pulls out like he's just athletic.
He's a flippy flopper fucking jobber. That's what he is.
Jobber?
He's a fucking jobber.
He's a champion right now.
Of what?
Of international. champion.
International, like that title carries any weight.
I think it's a good looking belt though.
All it looks like the fucking AEW championship. The only thing is it has fucking multiple sidebars.
No, it's more square than the world title. I kind of like it because it looks more old school though too.
I mean, but in reality, do any of those titles with that company carries water? Let's be honest.
I think it's the second biggest title. I would say
No.
third.
I'm talking about in general. Do you believe any of those AEW titles hold any water? I mean, I would consider the fucking Intercontinental title more pristine. Hell, the U.S. title is more pristine than the AEW championship.
Well, yeah, it does have decades of history.
Yeah. Exactly, Big T. Too many fucking titles. That company has too many titles, and they just like WWE has too many fucking titles. Stick with fucking one men's, one women's, a tag, and then fucking keep the Intercontinental for WWE. AEW, fucking keep the world title, keep the tag titles, keep a woman's title, and that's it. You don't need that many fucking titles.
Oh, you still need a secondary title because you need something like their version of the Intercontinental titles, and I feel like right now that's the international title.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds like a cheap knockoff of the Intercontinental, if you ask me.
Probably.
I mean, wasn't it called the All Atlantic though at one point? I believe that.
They did, but they changed it.
Yeah, they changed it.
I mean, the All Atlantic Championship sounds a lot better than the fucking international title.
Yeah.
No, I did like the All Atlantic Championship. It sounded better. The international just sounds like a ripoff of the Intercontinental.
Oh look, we got the American Dream, or we got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes in the chat.
The real Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
American Nightmare. What's up, Cody Rhodes? I mean, what's the chances of the real Cody Rhodes being here? I mean, like, that'd be outrageous. But
exactly. Me and Big T, we agree that fucking AEW is an independent show on a bigger budget. I agree.
No, that's true. I do agree with that.
But yet, you're the fucking mark that went and paid fucking money to see that crap, Steve.
So I like wrestling. So
I love wrestling too, but
I don't care. I'll pay for it. I know. I'm not gonna deny anything.
I mean, me personally, if I'm going to a wrestling event, I'd probably go to NWA. Like, that's more interesting.
Do you have anything to shout out, AJ?
You can follow me on Twitter at AJRaider248 on Twitter, and you can catch me here on Wednesday nights for Wednesday Night Nitro and Friday night for Friday is Raw with my co-host Casey is Raw and Tex if he's going to be on Friday, and then we have Mikkel that joins us tonight, which is fucking awesome, and he is the champion of the Mongoloids. He is now the alpha to Casey's beta. I mean, Casey is beta to fucking Mikkel. I mean, that's true.
And as for me, I released this was the video game that came in from Joe Compton. I actually did not have WrestleMania, the arcade game. First,
I like that game. That's a good game.
Oh, I love that game.
Wait, you have it like actually with you? Like, let me see the cover because Joe showed me it.
It's just a CD.
Oh, it doesn't have the cover or anything.
No, it's not even the case. It came in like with an Xbox case. But I was shocked that I didn't actually have the game. So I was like, it plays like Mortal Kombat. So
really? Okay, let me ask you this, Casey. What do you think's better, in your house or WrestleMania the arcade game?
I really need to check out In Your House
Because it's
because
pretty much the same game.
I mean, well, this is just a port of the arcade game.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean,
Well, I got
what?
you can
Oh,
see
Wait, what does he
me.
got?
I don't know.
What are you waving, Mikkel?
oh, it's got the new.
Oh, we got the new game.
Yeah.
Have you played War Games on there?
Oh man, that war
Did that
games
come
is
with a Did that come with a digital code? Maybe you
yeah,
should
it
be a
has.
pal to me and give me that code.
There is a code I think it came with it because mine came with the code.
You should give me that code so I don't have to buy it.
You know what? Mikkel got that blur on his screen because when I noticed when he was waving that back and forth.
Well, what
It's,
system do you have, AJ?
I have Xbox.
Oh, okay. I don't know if my code would work for yours then.
Did you use it?
I
If you
did.
didn't use it, then
I,
it'll work.
no, I used it. Plus, I have it for the PS4.
Oh, cause see, if you don't use the code, and it's cross
Oh, I
platform,
didn't
I
know.
believe.
Oh, okay.
So you can do that.
No, mine. No, I already used mine.
Mikkel, did you use yours?
No, not
You didn't use it?
yet.
Well, send it to me. Give me this.
I will when
Okay.
we.
Oh, okay. Off air, you send it to me. All right, cool. All right, because I don't want to pay $59 for that fucking game. I'd rather just fucking play it and fucking fuck that. I'm sorry. After the whole buyout, and Casey knows how I feel about it. I'm not giving
I
WWE
know.
any more fucking money. No. After what?
oh,
No. It's just gonna get
well,
shittier, man. And Vince is gonna be in more power. So fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
Triple H is pretty much fucking. He's been neutered. His balls are in fucking either Vince's fucking pocket or in fucking Stephanie's purse. I mean, Triple H is fucking just there.
well, one of the bigger videos I've done recently is me confirming Dark Side of the Ring 4.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Well, yeah, it comes out May 30th.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't get the chance to say all 4 that was announced. I announced about Adrian Adonis. They were using that as a thumbnail.
Yeah.
So that they didn't announce that, but pretty obvious. They have Sonny and Chris Candino.
Yeah.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Okay.
Magnum TA. And the one that I didn't get a chance to say was Marty Jannetty. That's going to be a good one.
Oh,
You said that yesterday on your video, Casey.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance to say it here, though.
Oh. Right.
Actually, that Sunny one should be good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one do you think if they have because how many episodes does Dark Side of the Ring usually have? I'm just curious.
It depends. This season, they said they have 10.
So
and they only
announced the other 5's good. 4 is gonna wait. Hold on. How many did you say? You said 5.
Well, it's pretty. Well, there's 4 they announced, and 1 is pretty much boiled from their thumbnail when they have Adrian Adonis on their Dark Side of the Ring thumbnail.
Right. So there's 5 more to go. So what do you think the 5 secrets are gonna be?
I think one of the biggest ones for me is when Stone Cold walked out in 2002, and the whole thing with him beating up Deborah.
Okay,
I think that's a thing.
Let me ask you this: do you think? I know it's under wrap and keeps because Vince will never, and it's been published everywhere. But do you think they'll ever get like Jamie Kellner, that son of a bitch I hate the most. You think they'll ever
Ah.
have the rise of the fall of WCW, the sale of WCW to WWE, the Time
It's
Warner AOL deal? Do you ever think that's going to come to a light on that show?
No.
Because Eric
possible.
You never
Bischoff's
know.
been on there before.
It's possible. I mean, they got Martha Hart to talk on. She never does anything related to wrestling.
No.
So,
Well, you know, money talks, bullshit walks.
yeah. So, I think I had another one was the whole thing when Hogan, you know, the whole time with when Nick Hogan got in that car accident and then Hogan had the divorce and he went to TNA and he was spiraling out of control during that time frame. And the whole thing with the sex tapes still.
Oh, you mean him saying the N word?
Yeah.
Or,
No.
Mikkel, what is it called?
Ninja.
That's right.
No.
Aww. God damn it,
You guys
Michael.
do you guys have any ideas what the other ones might be?
That's a good question because you know what?
What,
I don't know. I'm just a spectator.
what about the real and pay? You'll
That's a good
see
one.
that.
Alberto Del Rio and Page. That's a good one. I will give that with Mikkel. That's a very good one.
What?
Go ahead.
No. I was just thinking. My bad. I'm sorry. You go ahead, Casey.
I had another one. It was about CM Punk when he left the
Pipe
world.
bomb.
Oh yeah,
You
the
know,
pipe bomb.
not even that. The whole thing that was I was thinking between when he left and showed up into AEW like 7 years later, but the whole downfall when he left them, and then that whole podcast of Colt Cabana and the lawsuits.
Have you watched that interview?
Yes,
Yeah.
oh dude,
Dude, I've listened to it too. Like, that is fucked up. Like, and just the whole situation is fucked up. I mean, to be honest with you, I think they're both in the wrong. Because, I mean, CM Punk, he's obviously one of those fucking me, you know, the fucking woke SJW fucking pussy boy, you know, that
yeah.
he is. And, I mean, Colt Cabana, I mean, I don't know much about Colt, but from what I heard on the podcast, he sounds nothing better.
I was happy that they announced this because they didn't have their last season was season 3 in 2021. They had the Tales of the Territories last year.
I still haven't seen that.
It's okay. It's a little bit more, it looks better for wrestling. But
I have a question about that with the Tales of the Territory. How are they able to use any footage because it's WWE's own, if not all the territories?
Well, WWE, I think they worked out a deal and got some of the footage from them. I mean, that's why The Rock was part of it too. He was the host. He was not even really narrating because he didn't narrate shit. He was just there to say, welcome you to the show, and that was it.
Okay, I have a question because I've seen what Big T said in the chat. He said that, Casey, they already announced the other 4 episodes. It's going to be Junkyard Dog, Doink the Clown, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Magnum TA's car accident.
Well, we already knew about Magnum TA. I'm curious about the whole thing with Junkyard Dog and Bam Bam Bigelow. Doink.
Why Doink?
I know. I mean, he got fired and he went to ECW.
Who,
And
Doink?
and he was doing the bit like I think his name was Matt Osborne.
Yeah.
And he was doing the half normal, half Doink bit in ECW.
How can he do that with copyright? Because WWE owns. I mean, I know WWE was funding ECW through their whole time they were alive when Paul Heyman owned it, but like, how the fuck can they? I mean, they probably say, "Oh yeah, you can use this much, trademark," but I mean, like, that's just like a headache. I mean, come on, look what happened with the whole fucking Kevin Nash and Scott Hall incident when they came to WCW and people thought they were Razor and fucking Diesel coming to invade WCW from WWF, and they got into a giant lawsuit. So I mean,
ECW done like they made no bones about it. They pirate music,
right? Like
for
Enter
their
Sandman,
show.
right?
Yeah. So I mean, are you shocked that they're like, well, if you're gonna do this gimmick, it would be something different? I don't even know that you can call them Doink. I mean, they made it like half Doink, half Matt Osborne, and I think they might have called him Matt Osborne in the ECW. I could be wrong, but I can't wait. And
are you gonna do an individual review for each episode?
Yeah, last season I did. Last one I did for season 3, I did each episode review. But I'm happy to see Azrael Crowley in the chat because
Azrael Crowley.
Azrael Crowley. All right, my bad. But
Crowley.
I did Crowley. I did a game review for him, and it's this one called Pirate Ship Hydro. Was it Hydro Maro?
Never heard of it.
It's a arcade game. So I actually just got done editing this, so this is coming out pretty soon for him. So,
care to read what Big T said in the chat? The last comment
about fun fact about Matt Osborne blow all my dad on League, and at the end of the season he stole all the money.
I didn't know that. UKC knew that?
What?
Do you know that?
No.
Okay.
But that's the thing about, go back to this one, you can't take their word for it. They fucked up on a few things during the seasons, like the plane ride from hell. They were saying Vince and Linda was on that plane ride.
Vince was.
No, neither of them was there. Like, those guys are not going to act like that if Vince is on the fucking airplane.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
I don't know. It wasn't there. I can't deny or say it happened. So I mean, the only good one episode from Dark Side of the Ring that I enjoyed was the Benoit one. That was the only one I actually enjoyed.
I loved them all. I hate to say that, but I loved them all.
I mean, I haven't really followed that much of Vice in general. Like, I think, what was it? When I heard about the Benoit one, that was all over Facebook and Twitter that people are like, holy shit, they're doing this one. And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta check it out. And this was before I even met you and Tex. I mean, this happened.
Well, there's a bunch of them on YouTube if you want to watch them for free. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to check them out. Even though, like, I don't want to believe half of the shit because it could be just falsified bullshit that's not true. So I mean,
I think they put a lot of their efforts into it, but some wrestlers are gonna, have a little freedom to say something that's false,
yeah.
But that's it for me. I'm getting sleepy, so I got yeah, I'm getting sleepy. So
All right, from me, Casey, Tex, Steve, and Mikkel. This was Wednesday Night Nitro. We will catch you guys on Friday night for Friday is Raw. Everybody that was in the chat, we appreciate you guys stopping by and checking us out. And we'll hope to see you on Friday night. For me, Mikkel, Casey, Steve, and Tex, have a good night, everybody.
Peace.
see you guys.
Bye bye.